and whisker plots. Okay, these are super fun. I actually really enjoy doing box and whisker plots, and they're not super hard. Okay, or they shouldn't be super hard. Okay, because all we're doing is finding medians. Who remembers how to find the median of a set of data? Cindy?
No, you have to put them in order.
You got to put them in order first.
And then you talk about the ones, right?
Yeah. So we're finding what number? The middle number. Yeah. So if I have these are these already in order? Yep.
Yeah.
So if I go boom, 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 this guy is in the middle, right? So my median is 14. Okay. Now I am going to tell you today you might not want to cross them off because you're going to need to. We're going to end up using them again. Okay. So don't always cross them off. So this guy, boom, boom. Uh-oh. How many do I have in the middle? I have 2 in the middle now because I have an even number of data points. I'm going to get your head up. Okay? If I have 2, what do I have to do with those?
You add them and divide by 2.
Add them and divide by 2. Yep. So we're 190 plus 40 gives us 130, and we have to divide by 2, and our median is 65. Good. Alright, and then this guy, I have 2 in the middle, but since they're the same, my median is 60. Good. Alright, so today we're going to make box and whisker plots, and we're going to be able to find percentile ranks. Alright, so quartiles. Okay. What quartiles? So the first thing we do is that split a set of data into 2, actually that's not true, 4 equal parts. Okay, every set of data, okay, because quartile looks like quarter, right? How many quarters are in a dollar? Okay, so our median is our quartile 2, or our second quartile. Okay, and like we just did on the previous slide, it split our data into 2 equal halves. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first half of my data, okay, and I'm going to find quartile 1, which is just the median of the first half of my data. Okay, and my quartile 3 is going to be the median of the second half of my data. Have you guys done box and whisker plots before? Yep. I think you have. I think so. So, okay, this is just kind of a vocabulary page. Okay, my median, they figured out that the median was 11. Okay, and then they took the first half of the data. Okay, and what's the median of my first half? 5. So that's my quartile 1. The median of my second half is 21. So that's my quartile 3. Okay, and my minimum number is my smallest number. My maximum number is my biggest number. Okay, and then this interquartile range. Okay, all that is quartile 3, which is 21 minus quartile 1, which is 5. So if I interquartile range, we would just take 21 minus 5. Seem very hard? Shouldn't be. Right? So, first thing we need to do is put numbers in order. Okay? So if I'm going to put these guys in order, I'm starting with 60, 65, 75, how many times? 3 times. Then 85 how many times? 3 times. Then 95. What? 100 and 105. Okay, so we need to find our median. Right? So find your median, find your middle number. You can cover up 105 and 60, 165, 75, 95, 85, 75, 85, 75. Who's in the middle?
85.
85. There's my median. Okay? So, some of the things that we're going to have to pick out of this. Minimum is 60. Maximum is 105. Okay? Is this all on another slide for me, or do I have to put it on this one? Yep, it is. Okay, that's good. Okay, so my median is my quartile who? 2. So my quartile 2 is 85. My quartile 1, okay, so now I'm taking just this half the data right here. And I'm finding the median of that guy, which is 75. Okay, and then my quartile 3 is going to be the median of that half of my data. And I get, 95. So far, so good? All right, so that's if we have an odd number of zeta values. Now I have an even number, so things change up a little bit. Not too bad. Okay, so we got to put this guy in order. So it goes. All right, so in the middle, I want you to draw a line in the middle of our data. Okay, so our min is 5. Our max is 53. Our quartile 1 now, I can look at this half, and my median is 7. My quartile 2 is my median of the whole thing. So what two numbers do I have to add together? 19 and 11, because I have this guy right here, my two middle values. I add those together, I get, divide by 2, 15. And my quartile 3 is the middle of that side. Yes. I would, so that you know where the middle is, where you're splitting it into 2. Does that make sense? Okay. So, all right. Now, when we draw our box and whisker plot, okay, we have to have a number line. We have to know where our numbers are. We have to have our stuff evenly spaced. Okay? Our box, we're going to put a line at quartile 1, a line at quartile 2, and a line at quartile 3. And we're going to make a box out of it, like that, okay? And then I have a whisker that goes out to my minimum, and a whisker that goes out to my maximum. All right, so this is my table. Okay, I need to put my stuff in order. Now, what do I want to use? Should I use my years or my acres? Let's use our acres, because that's really the data that we're collecting is our number of acres. Okay, so my smallest number of acres is 303. Then 310, 307, 314 twice, 3, 1, 2, ooh, 3, yep. Then what? 315, 316, 316, 321. Alright. So how many value sets do I have? How many do I have? I have 11? So that's awesome. So that means I have an odd number, right? So we gotta find our middle number, which is 314. So my max is who? 321. My min is 303. Okay, my quartile 1. So now I'm looking at this set right here. 311. Quartile 2 we said was 3 what? 14. There you go. And then your quartile 3. So you're looking at your second half is 316. Good. Well, that's 136 is not 316, even though it does include all the numbers. Woo! All right. So we need to plot this guy on a number line. So we have to think of what our scale should be. Okay, and I don't have to start at 0. What do I have to start at? The lowest number, which is 303. And what's the highest number I need to be at? 321. So what should I go by? Honestly, if this is as far as I'm going, if your number is under 20, I'm going by ones. Okay, because is it really that hard to make 20 dashes? Not really. So 304, 305, 306, 307, 308, 309, 310, 311. Okay, so if your range is within 20, I would go by ones-ish. Okay, 2s at the very most. Okay, so now a little bit above our number line, we're going to draw a line at our quartile 1. So I'm going to draw a line at 311, like that. I'm going to draw a line where? 314, and a line at 316. Okay, I am now making a box out of those lines. See how I did that? Okay, and then making my whiskers. So a line out to 303. Make just a little dash mark out at 303 and a line out to 321. Making a little dash out like that. So I have a box here, and then I drew my whiskers, my max, and my min. Not too bad? Alright, so this is what theirs look like. They went by 5s. We didn't. Are the years included in this box of Whisker Plot? No. Okay, just our acres. Why do we need to use a number line? Anybody? Want to take a stab at it? What do you think we use to cover that? It doesn't make it any easier. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Not necessarily easier. But what if I didn't have that number line and you just looked at that box? Would it tell you anything? No. First of all, it wouldn't tell us anything. We wouldn't have the information we need. But would your scale be correct if you didn't have a number line? No, because your box could be anywhere. You wouldn't necessarily know where to plot your lines. You could just arbitrarily draw some lines in a box of Whisker Plots. Okay? We need the correct size of our box. Okay? So our whiskers are kind of long, right? What's that kind of say about our sets of data? Kind of, okay? So it means that in the middle here, okay, because our box was pretty close together, right? So it means that the middle part of our data is all pretty together, right? But we've got some outliers over it. Okay, our second sets of data kind of keep going. So it might indicate that we have some outliers. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So we've got some camera prices. Not that anyone buys cameras anymore. Okay. We got to put them in order. What's my cheapest? $30. And what? 70, 90. 120, 220, 224, 280, 400, 410. There we go. All right, so max 410, minimum 30. Quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. All right, so quartile 2, we got to find our middle. Yeah, so let's draw a line right between those guys. Add them together. Divide by 2. What do we get? Yeah, 170, I'm pretty sure we get 340, right? Yeah. And then divide that guy by 2. Okay, so quartile 1 now. Okay, how many sets of data do I have in the middle? Well, okay, so I have 4 on this side of my line, right? So I've got to find the median between those guys, which is 80. And then on my other side, I've got to find the middle between those two. So you guys got it? All right, so let's look at this. What do you want to use for your scale for this guy? Okay, so think about this. If you're going 10, think of how many 10s there's going to be between 410 and 30. 20s or even, yeah, I'd be okay with even 25s or 50s on this one. Yeah, we can go 50s. So we're going to start with, we can't start with 30 if we're going by 50s. Yeah, so we can start with 0. 50, 100, 150, 200. All right, so first line goes where? 80, yep, so I need a line at 80. I need a line at 170, and I need a line at 252. Making a box out of those three lines. And then my whiskers go to 30 and all the way to 450. Alright, so if these are split into 4 different parts, right? Okay, so think of this. Quartiles are worth how much? How much is a percent? Okay, quartiles. Each quartile then would be worth 25%. Good. So this percentage would be 25%. This is 25%. This is 25%, and this is 25%. So if I look at, oh, I don't like any of those. Okay, so if I said this, what percentage of cameras were above 175 or $170? Huh? How did you get that? Okay, so everything that's above $170 is here, right? And this direction. So how much of that is it? 50% of it, yeah. How many cameras are under $80? 25% of my cameras are under $80. Okay? Does that make sense how you're doing percentiles? All right.